This is William Tincup and Ryan Leary. We are podcasting from isolved's booth at SHRM 25 in San Diego. We got two wonderful guests on today. We're going to learn some things, right, Ryan?
We are going to learn something.
What are we going to learn?
I don't know. What are we going to learn? We've got business intelligence. We've got sales and marketing.
Oh, I love all this.
We're going to learn about people heroes.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of stuff.
Well, let's do something easy. Let's do, when you hear the phrase people hero, Thomas, what comes to mind?
I think of people heroes as empathetic. That's a big word I would definitely pick out. So someone who thinks about the individual and places their needs above their own and tries to do what's best for the employee at every step of the way.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Well said. I was going to say empathetic, but
Dang.
I would
New word.
Stole my answer.
what I would say on top of that then would be compassion,
Yeah.
right? And then a visionary. So, people within the human resource space, for example, they wear lots of different hats, right? They are here to take care of the employees, to recruit people, retain talent, dealing with multiple aspects within just complex family systems and healthcare and benefits and wages, etc. But then also working with the C-suite to make sure that there's a budget that's met.
Protect the house.
Right.
The
Yeah,
first time, because you went empathy, compassion, and visionary. I think that's the first time we've heard
Visionary's
visionary.
good.
And compassion. I don't think we've heard compassion. We've heard empathy.
Oh, yeah.
Not
Yeah.
compassion.
I don't know if most people can split the difference between the two. But visionary stuck to me because it's like people don't say that, or people haven't said that so far.
They have not. No.
So what do you got?
All right. So, Matt, I'm going to start with you. So, we're talking about people heroes. We're talking about superpowers. I want to know what your superpower is. What is your HR superpower?
Or
just superpower.
Or you're in sales.
You're climbing
so
buildings. What are you doing?
you got a cape on.
I would like to say X-ray vision, but I don't have that power.
I'd like to have that power.
Maybe when I was a teenager, especially. But
100%. I have a thermal scope just so you can, no, you're good.
my superpower is taking complicated topics to understand and make it relatable, and pulling in word pictures. We're in the insurance business, right? And
Right.
we can drop initials and acronyms and complex talks. And
Right.
if people can't understand what you're talking about, what have we done, right? So just simplifying complex matters in a concise basis.
I love that.
That's a great.
I love that. Great superpower.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say listening. That's what I thought you were going to go listening or active listening or something like that. But that was a much
He's
better
more
answer.
creative than that.
Active talking. That was really good.
Much better answer. Thomas, yourself? What's superpower?
Matt stole mine. So,
This is the way it's going to be all show.
oh no. Nostradamus. I can predict the future.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at analyzing trends, and I'm good at making predictions.
Ooh.
I had a background in some predictive analytics, so
That helps.
using data to make those predictions, I'm pretty good at that.
So Nostradamus had made 11,000 plus predictions.
Yeah, you
Got-
only need one.
Only need one right.
Got 4 right.
Oh, there you go. So,
Ish.
hey, he's on the board. This is basically what you're telling me.
Well, the comparison, which is not a comparison, but a comparison, is Picasso. Picasso, over 11,000 works of art. Most people can only name 4 works. So
There you go.
there you go. Now, so you put those two together, it's quite interesting. I prefer Picasso only because I like art. And he went through different styles. He was one of
course,
the
he
first.
evolved.
Yeah. To just, I'm going to do cubism now. Done. Like just change. I'm going to go through a pink era.
His
Change.
blue period, on point. Very nice.
He did a period of line drawings where you didn't pick up the pen, and he did those. One of my favorite Picasso stories is he's at a restaurant in Paris. 12 people, wine, food, the whole bit. The guy comes over with the receipt to pay, and he just signs his name, Picasso,
No.
and they get up and they leave.
He was all out of Monet.
Yeah. So they framed it and put it up on the
Yeah,
wall.
That's art right
That's
there.
it. That's it. It's like, you know what?
See,
How many people have their autographed receipt with Picasso? Not many. So, all right. So we've done everything other than the moment in which you know that you've actually done something that matters. It's that transcendent moment. So why don't we start with you, Matt? What's that? There's got to be a moment in your career where you're like, okay, I did that right.
So setting aside having kids and all of that, which is obviously the obvious answer there.
Yeah.
It'd be 20 years ago.
Okay.
When we, as an organization, pushed back against the current status quo with healthcare and recognized that employers and their employees were in a game that they could never win. Everybody else was making money off of their healthcare. A big party was being thrown between big insurance, big healthcare systems, big pharma. The employer and their employees were paying for the party. They just weren't invited to attend the party. Right? And so we kind of stepped in and stepped out on a ledge and disrupted the current status quo at great risk because we put our company on the line and fought against the big systems. And that's turned out very well for us and our clients.
And everybody else had to pivot to where you were?
They fought for a while, then they pivoted. And they're still pivoting.
It's a big W.
That is a huge
That was 20 years ago?
20 years ago. And it's been a fun ride ever since.
So this is like an initial catalyst.
Yeah.
To kick it off. That's always great to see the kind of a change in the system.
It's hard. I guarantee the board meetings and the executive meetings, nothing was easy there. Because we're going to do what? We've been doing this a while. We're pretty good. We're making some money. But to actually put the employees central.
Well, and the hero aspect of that, when it comes down to how it's positively impacting the American worker.
Right.
Right. Every year they get a raise, and then their healthcare costs go up, so that raise has been taken away. And then, meanwhile, their expenses continue to rise. Right. They can't afford their own health plan, but being able to put money back in their pocket, and then help companies maintain the solvency and the ability to actually make things better from a benefit perspective. That's the hero aspect.
That's cool.
Right. But I'll say I would love to say I had a cape on, right? But I didn't when we first whiteboarded this concept that's now called reference-based pricing.
Right.
I was the one going,
no.
We're crazy.
No.
We're crazy.
Were you in sales at the time?
Absolutely.
Of course you said no.
And we are out of our mind to do this. Stronger minds prevailed, and I was wrong. And
what was the sell against you?
What was the sale against me?
Yeah. Well, how did they convince you?
Oh,
They said we're doing this.
You didn't get a chance. We're doing.
There's a gun to his head.
We're doing this.
His not wanting to change is simple from a sales and marketing perspective because we know what works.
Yeah, we're making money.
We have the levers. Why would we change this? We know the levers. Now you're going to change something that we don't. Now we have to explain things differently. And it's, oh, by the way, not what the market does. Mm-hmm. That's an altogether different sale.
Well, so, if you look back and see what so for example, I took an Uber here today, right to this conference, and think of what they went through with the taxi
100%
industry and
still
the
going through it in
and,
some areas.
Right. And that was on a much smaller scale. Right. But that's what we were doing. And then, and the internal pressures that came from the people that wanted status quo because status quo was working very well for them financially. The internal pressures we were taking as an organization that could have shut us down.
100%.
And then to prevail through that, we could talk for hours on the topic of all, but
I love it.
It is interesting. Disruptors are always interesting conversations, right?
Yes.
And the best thing about it is the after the fact. It's everybody, all the stories of people who passed on Uber. Those are the best stories. Oh, they told me
people
about Uber.
that passed on Starbucks.
Yeah.
Charles is his name, the founder. I can't remember now. Anyway, he came through Dallas.
Charles Schultz, I think.
Yeah, came through Dallas and Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Talked to every family office. Talked to everybody of affluence, Mark Myers and Perot, Cuban, all those guys, and he raised no money in Dallas and Fort Worth. Everyone said no, and it kind of got to a bit like, who's going to pay $5 for a cup of coffee? And then it's like that's the joke now. It's like, Oh, it's not
Everybody.
$5. Y'all see the Starbucks line coming in? Yeah. What's your moment?
My moment.
You knew you made a difference.
For me, it was all about retention. And so I was helping a couple of companies to improve their ability to incentivize employees. And we did this in an analytical way. We used data points to predict which employees are most likely to churn over in the next year. And that creates an opportunity for you to go and experiment. Say, hey, I don't know which levers are going to work. But now we're in a purely scientific realm where we can just say, hey, with this group, why don't we try to give them some praise? We're going to teach a manager to praise them. And we'll do one group private praise. We'll do one group public praise. We'll try, a $25 gift card. And this one group, you can have as many groups as you want. And we ran experiments.
A/B testing.
A/B testing, B, C, D. Just a whole bunch of tests. And what was great about this is we rolled this out with customers and internally at the same time. So when you're drinking your own champagne, it does taste sweeter. And what's great is we save people, reduced retention.
Yeah.
These incentives do work.
It's the same thing, retention for employees, retention for customers. The longer you can keep them and keep them happy,
it's trust.
Everybody wins.
It all boils down to looking at them, saying, oh, you're a human, and investing and saying, we trust you.
Right.
Simple little levers.
Drops mic, walks off stage. This is excellent.
Short and sweet.
I love it. Thank you both for your time. I know you got crazy schedules and all that other stuff, but thank you for coming by and podcasting with us.
It's been fun. Thank you.
William, Brian, thank you very much for having me.
And we're out.